Hey, you guys, I am here. Let me go ahead and get the breakdown started. I'm going to go ahead and play my intro music. I'm talking to my son, so just give me 2 seconds, and I will. I'm talking to the oldest, Lil J. So give me a second, you guys. Y'all know he away at college, and I'll be right with y'all. I'm going to go ahead and play this little tune real quick. Stay tuned. All right. Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome. You guys, I finally calmed down. Woo! All right, y'all. I'm ready to jump straight into it. I'm not getting ready to bullshit around. I'm not getting ready to pull nobody's teeth. I'm not getting ready to play no commercial. Tomorrow will be the sale, and that's it. Right now, I got some shit to get off my chest, and I don't care. Y'all already know when it comes down to my family, y'all already know how I feel. I'm going hard for mines. Y'all already know. I'm going hard for mines. Um, for those of you who don't know, majority of the people in the chat know. So hello and shout out to everybody in the chat. Let me see. Let me go ahead and give y'all a quick shout out real quick before we do start. I just need to make sure I can hear. Okay, yep, I can hear y'all. Okay. All right, let's take a look. Nichelle, hey Nichelle, baby. Shout out to Nichelle. That's one of my babies right there. Nicole, absolutely. 10 toes down all the motherfucking way. Be more style. Believe it. Is it Nye? Is it Nale? Nale? Lene? Lord have mercy. Hey, Mr. or Mrs. Jones, is because as a guy has a profile picture, so I don't, please correct me how you pronounce your name. Lene Jones. Fantasia, of course. Hey, lovely. Fantasia's in the house. Pretty salsa. Andrea, my sissies. Hey, my sissy pools. Who else we got up in here? Let me see. Junior. What's up, Junior? All right, all right. The man of the hour, the man of the motherfucking hour, the man of the hour. Dana, I think you need to go ahead. I'm not telling you what to do, but I would suggest that you go ahead and share this live out because I ain't playing and I ain't sugarcoating and I am going to be referencing names. Okay? All right. And I will drop the link just in case you want to say some stuff. I'm more than happy. Willie, hey Willie. Janita, hey Janita. All right. All right. So I have a, hold on, y'all. Let me put this banner up first. Oh, Lord. All right. So I don't know if you guys were in the building last night. Okay. But something happened last night. Okay. And the shit that happened was completely out of order. Let me just say that first and foremost. Completely out of order. And let me just say this. It is one thing if you are having some issues with a family member, or if you consider someone a family member, if you are having issues with that family member, then you need to address them accordingly. Okay? Address your family member on that issue. If someone is wrong, then address them on the issue of being wrong. But don't address them on the issue, throw extra shit in it, and then try to befriend enemies and then get whored up. Okay? Let me tell you something. Last night, I was so fucking mad that I cried. I cried because I fucks with Dana the long way. I fucks with Dana the long way. Okay? He is not just a friend. He is more than a friend to me. Okay? And it's nothing sexual. So people keep their minds out the gutter. It's nothing sexual. But he's more like my brethren. Okay? And trust and believe, if I had an issue with my brethren, then I'm going to address the issue and I'm going to keep it moving. Right? But if you call yourself someone's friend and if you call someone your friend and you call them your brethren and you know what they have done for you, right? And you get upset. Let me just break down what I believe to be the issue is. I'm not going to go into full detail. I am just going to summarize it because all the rest of the semantics is bullshit, period. The rest of the semantics is bullshit. It's about an interview or a conversation that transpired, and this is what I'm thinking, transpired between two individuals. Something was said, supposedly, allegedly. This is what I've heard from Sylvia. Okay. Now, let me just put this out here because I'm going to make sure that everybody knows I'm putting names on shit so people can know exactly where I'm at. And I'm not coming for nobody. I'm just letting people know what it is. Number one, I am standing 10 toes down for Dana J. Number one, that is my brother. Number two, right? Dana heart is too helpful. He is too fucking giving. Period. That's him naturally. That is just him in his natural state. He can't help who he is. Okay? That's number three. Number four, when people feel like they have used him, they try to shit on him. And that's where I'm going to get mad. Because just like other people have big ass mouths and they want to come in and they want to say shit like, yeah, you know, this, that, that. First of all, at one point in time, as before tonight happened, I did like infamous Sylvia. And I'm going to even lay it on the line because technically Sylvia didn't even say anything last night. Sylvia wasn't even the person who was talking. Sylvia wasn't even the person who was talking. Okay? She wasn't the one running her mouth. The person who was running their mouth, from what I can see, was Randa. And let me just tell you this. Last night, I lost all respect for Randa. Okay? Now, let me just also say this. I am a people's person, and I look at people, and I see how people operate. Okay? And not too long ago, when I first came across Randa, when it was going out that her and Dana was supposed to be, you know, a couple, whatever, Dana expressed to me some personal information. I'm not going to disclose it, but on the strength of him giving me that information, I laid off of her because I promise you I was getting ready to go in on her. I was about to go in on her. It was a live that happened and she was in the fucking live tripping, right? And I said, Dana, I don't know. And this is what I said. I said, Dana, I don't know who this bitch is, but I'm telling you right now, I'm about to go in on her. So you better get her, right? I can't remember exactly what the issue was, but she was in that live acting crazy, right? And right after that, we had a conversation and I fell back because he told me what it was. I fell back. I fell back because that's my brethren and I respect what he say. I fell back and I turned around 360 because of what he told me. Okay. So at that point, I thought everything was good. Okay. Now, let me just say this. Again, as I stated before, I watch everybody. I be in Dana chat in the bushes all the time. And he can tell you, I will text him and be like, hey, brother, somebody said this. Or, hey, brother, I saw this. Or screenshot, send it to him. I'm in the bushes. He knows that. I'm always watching. When I need to step down, I'm going to step down. If I need to go and investigate, I'm going to go investigate. That's me. That's what I do. I got his back regardless. Okay. I done met Sylvia, which let me just put this out here because as I stated before, I'm not going to leave nothing, no stone unturned. I think that Sylvia is an awesome woman. Okay. I think she is a very mellow, low tone woman. I think she's a good woman, but that does not mean that she can't be involved in drama. Okay. What I saw last night was an attack on my brother and I did not like it. Sylvia didn't say too much. Sylvia was upset. So this message here, this more so is for Randa. This for Randa. Yeah. See, Randa, you ain't the only bitch that can get loud. You ain't the only motherfucker that can get loud. And what you're not going to do is what you thought you was going to do. Let me tell you something. You believe it or not, y'all can say whatever y'all want, but my brother, he covered by the blood. He covered by the blood. So his issue with his issue with Sylvia, number one, you shouldn't even spoke on it. If your name wasn't in it, I don't give a fuck what you don't like. You should have not said one word. And if you was going to talk to him, you should have talked to him behind the scenes or in a better representation. And let me say this. I talked to, what is her name? Miss Lady T. Dixon earlier. And me and Miss Lady T. Dixon was talking. And of course, y'all already know we is definitely where we at when it comes to Dana. Okay. We are where we at with him. All right. And she was like, well, they were saying that she was drunk. She was under the influence. I said, listen, we are grown ass people. That is no reason for nobody to do what they did. Now, here's where my issue come in. Here is where my issue come in, and here is where I'm standing 10 toes down on the motherfucking ground, be more style for my motherfucking brother. And I don't give a fuck who don't like it. If anybody who feel like what I'm saying is offensive, unsubscribe and get out of here. Period. I'm standing 10 toes down with him, period. Okay? Here's where my issue come in. If y'all had an issue with Dana, number one, y'all should address Dana on the issue. If y'all had an issue with Dana, any other time, y'all can come and ask Dana for this. Dana built Sylvia's channel. Dana built Sylvia's channel. That's his goddamn channel. That is his shit. Okay? He built that. Period. That's facts. I don't care if people want to call it, I don't care if people want to call it shade. I said it and I said what I said. He built this woman's channel. Number one. Okay? Number two. Sylvia was clearly upset. Something happened that triggered her where she was really upset. A recording or something that she had heard, not for sure, but that is what happened, and she was upset with Dana. I get it. And let me just say this, because we are brothers and sisters. Put it like this. In real life, because YouTube can be considered some real life for some people, but in real life, as a family, right? If you have a brother, a sister, if you are a family of 3 or 4, you got brothers and sisters, you can't tell me one time that you had an issue with your brother or your sister, biological brother or sister, right? You and your brother and your sister got into an argument. I need for everybody in the chat to put a 1 in the chat if at any time of you growing up, you had an argument with your brother, you had an argument with your sister, or you had an argument with your cousin, right? Family will have disagreements. Family will have disagreements. That's a part of life. That is going to happen. I don't give a fuck how much you say you love someone. Mothers and children, mothers and kids have disagreements. Siblings, biological siblings have disagreements. Disagreements is a part of life. Husband and wives has disagreements, right? So if they had a disagreement, number one, I really feel out of respect for him that they handled the disagreement wrong anyway, because that shit should have been not done online. That's number one, okay? But it happened online. All right. So if this disagreement happened online, and if something was said from Dana that if infamous Sylvia did not like, then Sylvia, listen to what I'm saying, y'all. Listen to me. Sylvia should have stated what she did not like that Dana did to her. Okay? And Sylvia should have expressed her dislike and why she got upset with Dana. And then that would have allowed for Dana to give her a response back. But when Randa Baby and all these other motherfucking people on the panel decide to jump in that shit, then y'all just fucked up. Because believe it or not, Dana has a fan base. He has a family base. And they are loyal. People don't understand the word loyalty and what it means. I'm going to give you an example of what loyalty means. I'm going to give you an example on my end, not even with them. Okay? Last week, me and one of my best moderators had an issue. I didn't know what the fuck happened. She only was the person who knew. I made some comments to her. She didn't respond back until she was ready. Right? But she did not step out of that line of loyalty. Do you hear me? She still loved on me, even though she was upset with me, and she just needed some time for her. I respect that. She didn't go and try to befriend my enemies. She didn't go and try to moderate for somebody else, or she didn't go and throw me under the bus to somebody else. That's not what she did. She took her time, right? And then once she was ready to talk to me, she spoke to me, and it was squashed. That is loyalty. That is loyalty. So last night, if them people would have had an issue of what Dana did, they should have addressed the issue of what Dana did. Period. And Randa shouldn't have been the person who was running her mouth because it ain't have shit to do with Randa. So now since Randa want to jump in it, bitch, I'm jumping in it. What? I'm jumping in it. So if you want to speak for infamous Sylvia, I'm going to speak for Dana. What? I got a big ass mouth just like you. What? Period. Enough is enough. What they did was an ambush, and it was a straight cut off moment. Snakes in the bushes. Y'all never really cared for him. Y'all never really was his friend. Y'all never really voted for him. Y'all didn't give a fuck about him. Because if you did, that shit show that happened, now that was a true. Listen, people talk about shit shows. Oh yeah, you know, I watched a shit show. Yada yada yada. Da 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 da. That was a true shit show. That was a true and honest shit show. I was fucking upset to the point where I had to log off for a matter of minutes after I called in, and I had to get myself together because I wanted to knock somebody motherfucking head off. I wanted to knock a head off. Because that's not how you operate. You don't operate like that. If you have an issue with your brother or your sister, then you address the fucking issue and then you let it go. If y'all gonna remain friends, then that's it. If y'all not gonna remain friends, then let bygones be bygones. But the fact when this bitch called for Daboski and DJ Tyson to come up on that platform, that was it for me. No longer is no respect for this motherfucker. Because at the end of the day, that's some fucking disrespectful, unloyal, snake type backstabbing shit in my fucking life. And I don't fuck with backstabbers. I don't fuck with them. Because trust and believe, if they fucking did it to Dana, they gonna do it to your ass. Period. And they say, oh, won't you go ahead and what they say? Won't you go ahead and can somebody reach out to Daboski and DJ Tyson? Bitch, for what? What the fuck do Daboski and DJ Tyson got to do with an issue between Sylvia and Dana? So you just try to play with my brother. You just try to play with my brother, right? You just try to play with my brother. So let me tell you how God works. Let me just tell you how the fuck God works, right? So if anybody was in the room at the time that it happened, guess what God said? Oh no, we ain't getting ready to do that. Because Daboski clearly got up on that motherfucking platform and read each and every one of them for filth. And then he told her, I'm not coming over here. Y'all can kiss my ass. And the Enterprise ain't coming over here. Yeah, he said it. He said it. He said, I ain't fucking with y'all. Neither is the Enterprise. And then he dipset. And just because he did that, I didn't gain the respect for that motherfucker. Even though I don't even like his ass. But because he did that, I gained a respect for him for doing that. Because he already seen what was happening. He ain't stupid. So, you know, when it comes down to shit like that, if y'all would have just simply had on or had a conversation about what happened, then I could have said, you know what? Let me listen to the story and let's see, because we're going to figure it out. That's family. That's family, right? We're going to figure out what the fuck happened because it's family. They're going to figure it out. But that very moment when the fuck that bitch called Tyson and DJ Tyson and motherfucking Daboski up on that platform, bitch, I lost all respect for you. Period. Period. And I don't give a fuck, because I got a platform, and bitch, I come up on this motherfucker every day. I sit on this bitch all day long and drag, and what? They sit up there and they try to put shit out on Dana as if Dana was the only person who was doing stuff behind the scenes, right? That was one of the things that was fucked up. Because knowing good fucking well, guess what? If he did do this shit behind the scenes, y'all just as guilty as him because y'all knew about it and y'all participated in it. Y'all knew and y'all participated. So at the end of the day, bitch, you just as guilty as him. All of you motherfuckers is just as guilty as him because y'all did it. Y'all bitches go on this fucking YouTube and y'all go ahead and talk about everybody under the fucking sea. Y'all go ahead and talk about people behind their back all the time. Even y'all friends, y'all go and talk about them. So because this man had a conversation and you ain't like what he said, they gave you a reason to just go in there and try shit on him? Fuck that, man. Fuck you. You got the right one. That ain't getting ready to happen. That shit ain't getting ready to happen. Y'all done got the wrong one. And the sad part is, the fact that y'all stupid asses called Debo and DJ Tyson, it just canceled out whatever the fuck Dana did. Don't call my phone, whoever that was. I'm trying to talk. I know what I'm doing. I'm good. What I'm saying is, whatever Dana did, the moment that fucking lady called DJ Tyson and had them come up on that platform, negated whatever Dana did. Whatever he did, it was X'd out at that moment. At that moment, whatever the fuck Dana did was X'd out. These individuals don't know what the fuck it means to be loyal to someone. These individuals don't know what the fuck it means to have a relationship with someone. I'm going to say what the fuck I got to say, and I don't care who don't like it. But at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck what Dana did. But the fact that you called those motherfuckers up and try to go against him, and y'all try to literally create a group to go against him in that small amount of time. Y'all literally, right? Y'all literally went and tried to attack him on an internet panel and got rejected. Got rejected. You got rejected. I think that probably was the funniest shit I saw in a good minute. Deboski got up on that platform with that big ass forehead of his. That motherfucker looked at, he was sitting back, he was chilling. He already knew what he was going to say. He already knew what he was getting ready to say. He got up on there, he was like, He said, let me tell you this. I ain't fucking with y'all. Ha! I ain't fucking with y'all. He said, I ain't fucking with y'all, and neither is the Enterprise. And guess what their response was? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. What the fuck you mean? Oh, wow. What you mean? Why would all of a sudden now, after y'all get mad with Dana, y'all try to go and be his friend? Bitch, that's some phony shit. Kudos to motherfucking ugly ass Deboski. Kudos to him. Because even though he is the ops, he still kept that shit real. And he said he ain't fucking with y'all. He said he not fucking with none of y'all. And the Enterprise ain't fucking with y'all. So right then and there, whatever you was trying to create was destroyed. Whatever you was trying to create was fucking destroyed. This took place on the internet, Charlotte. This took place last night, and everybody was up to early in the morning. I went to sleep like around, what time did I go to sleep? 5 o'clock this morning? 5 or 6 o'clock this morning? I think 5 o'clock. Like 5 o'clock. So 5 o'clock this morning is when I went to sleep. This shit was all night, starting from around 11 to like 11, 12. What time did I come on? I came on at 11. I came on at 10. So this shit started like around 11. So from like 11 up until about 2 or so on, when Sylvia's husband told her to get off the internet, she got off around 2. Dana was still on. So we were still on up until about 4 o'clock in the morning. And he was like, I gotta go. I gotta get up in the morning. I gotta go to work, you know? So at the end of the day, he's stressed out because I would be stressed out, especially if I felt like somebody was my friend and my family. Let me ask y'all this question. And I want y'all to keep it 100% real. Have you guys ever talked about your best friend, your cousin, your brother, your sister, your uncle, your auntie? Have you guys ever talked about them? And I'm not saying necessarily in a negative sense, but have you ever had a conversation with someone else about someone who is close to you? And it's all about perception. It could be all about perception, right? However you look at it. Last night was a total shit show. And the brunt of that shit show was my brother, Dana J. They tried to attack him literally. These individuals have been rocking with this man for the longest time. And now because he made a statement or he allegedly said something, right? He allegedly said something to someone else and they got wind of whatever it was and then they got upset. Instead of them coming on the platform and having a conversation like, Dana, let's talk, bro. Why did you say this? Why did you say that? Instead of that happening, you got on your platform, cried for sympathy, I guess. I don't know. Because what else can I say it was for? Then you got a lady on here who's drunk, talking shit, right? Throwing my brother under the bus. Oh, yeah, you know, all this stuff because they don't want me to pull the shit out the box. Well, bitch, you didn't set it already. So what the fuck is it? Bitch, you didn't set anything. You didn't set it. You didn't already say what it was that you was going to pull out the box or attempt to pull out the box. So what is it? That was a bitch move. That was a bitch move. Right? That was a bitch move. Did it call for it to go that far? No, let's backtrack. All right, I get it. Y'all upset. Something happens. Y'all got upset. Right? What was your purpose of calling for Debosky and DJ? Number one, I'm going to ask what your purpose is because you already know the relationship that Dana and Debosky have, as well as the relationship that Dana and DJ have, right? You already know the relationship between the three individuals. You know how intense the relationship is. You know what has been going on between these three men for the longest time, how they are at odds, how they are feuding, that they are arguing amongst one another. Threats has been made amongst one another. You know for a fact that they do not like him and he do not like them. And what you did was you went and called for his motherfucking enemies. You went and called for his enemies. Was the situation so bad that you had to go call his enemies? Right? Right, Ashley? Yeah. Right. That's a bitch ass move. Only bitches do shit like that. And I fucking said it. And I ain't drunk. I don't drink. I don't take no narcotics. I don't drink no alcohol. I'm fucking sober as a motherfucker right now. And only bitches do shit like that. Don't no real motherfucker do no shit like that. Don't no real people do no shit like that. Come on, man. Ain't no real ones rocking like that. Are you serious? It's a bunch of bullshit. It's completely unacceptable. And the matter of the fact that you went and you called on his motherfucking enemies, bitch, you're cut off. And I promise you, I will whip Dana motherfucking ass if he ever make up with that bitch. If he ever make up with that bitch, I promise you, I'm going to fuck Dana up. I will go right down to Atlanta. I will fuck his motherfucking ass up. I swear to God, everything I love. I'm gonna fuck his ass up if at any point he deal with this bitch on any type of level. He can forgive her, but he better not ever fuck with that bitch again. Because that shit was fucking disloyal. She could never be trusted. Ever again. Ever. And it's sad because every fucking person who channel he fucking build, every channel, every person that he builds, their channel, get them above 1,000, they get monetized. And they start getting people, they turn their fucking back on him. Every single fucking person. Yeah, I am my motherfucking brother's keeper. Period. It ain't gonna keep happening. That's it. Enough is enough. He done with it. I'm gonna make sure if I see any motherfucker try to get close, I'm gonna say, Dana, step the fuck back. Backtrack. Let's go. You ain't don't let nobody else get you that. Don't shoot. Don't shout out nobody else motherfucking channel. Don't shout out nobody else channel. Don't tell nobody else to go to this place, that place. No. None of that. You only do it for the people who you know who rocking for you. Only do it for the motherfuckers who you know rocking for you. And I mean known you longer than what you think. Cause that was some bitch ass shit last night. And I was so fucking pissed. I couldn't even make a video because I really wanted to come live earlier. I was fucking mad. I had a headache and everything because I couldn't believe to the level of disloyalty that I saw. And it was fucking heartbreaking. It was heartbreaking to watch. It was really heartbreaking to see how these motherfuckers was attacking him one by one. Especially for a motherfucker who said, I'm standing with Dana. Ain't nothing gonna come in between our relationship. I don't care what happened. I'm standing with Dana. Oh, are you? Are you really standing with Dana? Okay. So anybody who would have stayed with Dana, so this is what I would have saw. This is what I would have saw. If you had an issue with your brethren, you could have came on there and addressed it. Hey, Dana, I didn't like what I heard. I didn't like this. I didn't like that, right? Okay. So let me tell you why I said it or what happened or whatever case may be. If they get the issue resolved, right? Not go on here, throw him under the bus for shit that they participated in. So, bitch, listen. And when people do that, bitch, that does not make you innocent. That don't make you innocent. If you are participating in shit with him, doing shit with him behind the scenes, right? That does not make you innocent once you tell. That makes you just as guilty as him because you knew about it, you helped participate and you kept it a secret until you got mad. Exactly, Nichelle. Yo, listen, I stand by a code, period. I stand by a code. I stand by a code. And if I have an issue with somebody who I fuck with, I'm dealing with them offline. Oh, I'm not doing none of that shit online. Period. I'm not doing any of that online, y'all. I'm not dealing with that shit. That's crazy. And you can basically know who's what and what's what. You can basically know who's what and what's what. I promise you. And not to say that I keep bringing up that story. I'm not going to keep bringing it up. I'm just going, I'm just kind of like proving a point about loyalty. Loyalty means a lot. Loyalty means everything. And the fact of the matter, as I said before, me and one of my moderators had an issue, right? And the fact that she didn't go turn her motherfucking back on me because of an issue, that just made me love her 10 times more. That just made me fucking love her 10 times more. 10 times more. That's what you call Loyalty. That is what you call a loyal person. That is what you call someone who, if they got upset with you, and because they were mad with you, that doesn't mean that they're going to go behind your back and start chaos and confusion. They show their true colors. I'm happy that they showed their true colors. Instead of doing stuff behind the scene, I'm fucking happy that this shit took place on the social media platform and not behind the scenes. Because of course, you know, a whole bunch of lies would have came up. You know, if this shit would have took place behind the scenes, you know, good goddamn well, a whole ton of lies would have came up. But the matter of the fact, the matter of the fact that it took place and we was able to see with our own eyes. This wasn't hearsay. We, as the audience, as the subs, we were able to see what was what. We were able to see what was what. I fight for my people. I fight for my people who I know loyal to me. A motherfucker can't say shit to me about none of my moderators. All my moderators, I will fucking go to bat for. Period. All my people, if I call you my brother, I'm fighting for you. And listen, you ain't even gotta be a moderator. If you're my family, or if I consider you like my family, I'm fighting for you too. The shit show that took place last night shouldn't have never took place. And on top of it, should have never taken place. It went too far. It went absolutely too far. I am happy that the shit took place on the internet though, because now everybody gets to see everybody's true colors, right? So now we, as the subs, we get to see who's what. Who the fuck will ever fuck Miranda again? Because bitch, I'm not. She ever got to worry about me saying one motherfucker word. Bitch, if I see that, matter of fact, I'm going to block her motherfucking ass. So I ain't got to see her. Trust and believe, if she did it to him, that bitch going to do it to you. If she did it to him, she's going to do it to each and one of y'all. It seems like can't nobody fight fair. Can't nobody fight fair. Ain't nobody fighting fair. Everybody want to do the low blows. Everybody want to do the low blows. No, man, we not dealing with none of that. Dana built that shit. Dana built them. And then they turned around and turned their fucking backs all because of a conversation they did not like. Which should have been addressed as like an adult. That shit should have been addressed like grown adults. If I have an issue with somebody who I fucking care about, I'm not going to go on nobody's social media and then begin to throw stones at their asses. And living in a glass house, my motherfucking self. Do you think that last night's show gave me an impression or a good impression of how someone feels about any of them that was up on that platform? No, I don't give a flying fuck. I don't care. It didn't give me a good impression because if y'all want to sit up there and say dumb shit like, oh, y'all don't want me to tell y'all what really was said. Well, bitch, you can't tell me what was really said because if you knew something was really said or if you knew something that was already done, why didn't you been say something when it got done? Don't wait until after you get into an argument to spill the beans. Bitch, spill it before. So now what happens is I don't trust you neither. Do you think that I'm going to trust you now? I'm not trusting you. I'm not trusting you or the ground that you walk on. It was sad. This shit was fucking crazy. And I really could not believe what I said. And I sat in that chat and I said, wow, are you serious? Did you really just call DJ and Dabowski? Did you really just call DJ and the Boski. That's some snake shit. I don't respect motherfuckers who do that. These motherfuckers ain't loyal. And if the fuck y'all think they're going to be loyal to y'all, then guess what? Go on over there because they're going to show you how the fuck loyal they're going to be to you. Because it showed last night. Because anything that someone can do to someone who they say that they love, to someone that they say that they love, if they do this to someone they say that they love, what makes you think they ain't going to do it to you? Please help me make it make sense. And Miss Lady T Dixon, you ain't got nothing to worry about, baby, because trust and believe I got your motherfucking back too. I got your back too. Okay? I got your motherfucking back too. This is for anybody they try to fucking disrespect and throw under the fucking bus. Fuck them. Because that's a bunch of bullshit. Anything that they say don't hold no fucking weight. That shit don't hold no weight. That don't hold no weight. It doesn't. Because at the time that it was said or done, if you didn't say nothing then bitch, don't try to come and say nothing to me now. Don't come and tell me somebody said something about anything now. That shit don't hold no motherfucking weight in my book. Bitch, please. Bitch, bye. Bitch, bye. The fuck? Don't nobody got time for all that. Grown ass fucking women who are old and at least in their late 30s, going on 40s, acting like fucking 9-year-old children's. Let me tell you something. Teenagers got more common sense to not do shit like that. My son, he's 20 years old in college, and he'll argue with nobody on no motherfucking internet. What the fuck? The people in their 40s and 50s decide to trade places with the teenagers because the teenagers damn sure not doing it. They ain't doing that. The teenagers is chilling. Yeah, you ain't got to worry about that. Not Fantasia. Miss Lady T Dixon, we got your motherfucking back. Trust and believe we got your back. I wish your motherfucking would. You are a part of the firm. Okay? So just don't think that we don't got your back. The main reason of me talking about specifically Dana, because Dana was the target last night. Dana was a target last night. And I felt that the way how they did that shit was unorthodox, right? It was unorthodox. And they were out of order. They can't ever say to me anything about being an adult. I don't ever want to hear nobody saying to me, I'm grown. No, the fuck you not. And guess what? Don't blame alcohol on it. I don't want to hear shit about alcohol. Oh, I was under the drugs. I don't give a fuck what she was under. You knew exactly what she was doing. You knew exactly what you did and how you did it. Alcohol ain't had shit to do with that. Ain't had nothing to do with it. So on this note, I'm getting ready to end this live, you guys, because I have to take care of some other stuff. I hope to see everybody in full support tomorrow. I will be doing an online show or online sale for Brooks Closet, you guys. So I would hope that you guys will come through to show some support. Dana, if you're still in the chat, I'm not sure. Brother, you ain't got shit to worry about, bro. The firm is going to stand 10 toes down for you. We fucking love you and we ain't letting this shit go away lightly. Shout out to Toxic Diamond. She made a video about it as well. Dana, you keep doing what you do, brother. Just know that one thing for sure, two things for certain. You ain't ever got to worry about me flip flopping. You ain't ever got to worry about your true family leaving your side. Period. Branda, baby, that was a bitch ass move you pulled, sis. Well, let me take that back because you ain't my sis. That was a bitch ass move you pulled, ma'am. I lost all respect for you. All respect has gone out the window. It was something about you that was funny. It was something about you already that was kind of funny in the in the soup and all that. It was something already funny. It was something that was already that didn't feel right. But because he said, my brother, because he said, no, she good, sis, she good. I gave you a pass. Ain't no more passes coming. Ain't no more passes coming. I'm done. And if I got to drag a motherfucker and continuously drag a motherfucker, whenever I see anything that is out of the ordinary, whenever I see disrespect, I'm going to talk about it. And that's that. Dana, I love you, bro. I hope you come on sometime this evening. Let's get this motherfucking party started. Hashtag the firm for life, bitch. I'm out.